Now, this is good information, but I got to be honest with you, Tim. You know, when I have to go in and take an exam, I start getting a little nervous about the exam, and so I really want to understand what to expect when I go in and take the 901 and the 902 exams. And so I need your help with that. So can you kind of give me the anatomy of how this is going to work?
Yeah, let's discuss that, the anatomy and physiology of the A-plus tests. Now, I'm not breaking any non-disclosure agreement or NDA with this information I'm sharing with you because actually it's directly from the CompTIA website. They're pretty open about the structure of the tests. Now, the exams are computer-based, so that's another whole issue. If you've never taken a computer-based exam, there's art and a science to that. But we're looking at approximately 90 questions per exam over the course of 90 minutes. So mathematically speaking, you have approximately a minute a question. The passing score, for some reason, IT certification vendors always use this non-100 based scheme. The passing score for the 901 exam is 675 on a scale of 900, and for 902 it's 700 out of 900. Now you just want to reach that score. Now I'm a good little student. I like to get a high score, but here's something that hopefully will be helpful to you. I've never once been asked by a prospective employer what my score was on a particular certification exam. I'm here to tell you if you get 675 or if you get 900 on your 901 test, you passed that exam. Same thing with 700 to 900 on 902. As long as you reach the pass mark, it doesn't matter how much above that you go unless you care personally or if by chance your company does. But like I said, I've never once had that be an issue. Let's see, as far as the question types that you can expect to see, you know, the traditional multiple choice where you have some kind of item stem where they set up a fictional situation and ask you a direct question, where you have an array of maybe 4 choices where 1 is the correct answer, or maybe there's 5, 6 choices and you have to pick the best 2 or 3. That's pretty standard for these exams. Over the last few years, though, CompTIA has been adding performance-based items to their exams. So what this means is you can expect to have some interactive items as well. Like, for instance, you may be given a picture of a motherboard and you're asked to click on which part of the motherboard you'd go to resolve some particular problem. Like maybe the BIOS is reset the system time is all messed up. So where would you go on the motherboard? You want to go to the battery for the CMOS chip, you see. And there may be some simulations that show you, for instance, a Windows desktop, and you're asked to configure a static IP address. So you'd need to know a little bit of what our friend and Pluralsight colleague Greg Shields calls the clicky clicky on how to get from point A to point B to accomplish a task. In a moment, we're going to discuss specific exam prep techniques, and getting hands-on experience is right at the top of the list. As I said before, the exam has an expiration of 3 years, so you'll want to go to the continuing education part of the CompTIA website to check out the details on that. The registration cost is not trivial. Each exam costs $194 in US dollars, so if you do the math for each exam, that's a significant investment, and that's not counting any other investment that you put into your prep. Another note about this is that that $194 is per attempt. So if you do happen to not pass on your first attempt and want to retake it, that's going to be another ka-ching of $194. I hope personally that you're in the enviable position where your employer will pay that registration cost, but not everybody is that fortunate. Finally, CompTIA recognizes that localization gives you better reach, so the exams are in multiple languages. At this recording anyway, we have English, Japanese, German, French, and Spanish. I'm not sure what their plan is, what CompTIA's plan is for additional language support, but that's what we have right now.
Well, great job on, reducing my stress level on what to expect for the exam. I appreciate it.